UMS. I want to walk you guys through a few of the U-Time resources that are going to be available to you, but also a way for you guys to start planning out your U-Time with your team and drafting students. Where we're starting on today is at the internal site. And so we walked through a little bit of this the other day in U-Time planning. But to get to the U-Time folder through the internal site, if you click down on the Teacher Information tab and click PLC, that bottom bullet is related to U-Time planning. If you click that, it's going to take you to the folder that looks just like this. We've added resource folders for 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. And those resource folders are going to be a way for your team to stay organized, to be adding documents, whether it is must-do, may-do charts, team agendas, weekly plans, etc. That's where those resources can live. Again, that's going to be an organizational tool that your team can use. But also, if you're an extended core teacher, you will have access to this folder as well, and all of the resource folders that are housed within it. So if you have items for extension for your class that you're wanting to include for these teams to be accessing with their U-Time students, we encourage that you guys put that in. Again, U-Time is going to be a great time for you to be extending extended core instruction as well. So please make sure that you are adding that information in there and that you guys are staying updated and in the loop about what's going on with U-Time. What I want to be able to explain and show you through this video is also a way to draft students. So when you start your U-Time planning and we are moving and shifting students around to different areas within our U-Time team, we want you guys to be using the U-Time request document. And this is a sample document. There's going to be preloaded documents that fit with each team and specific to your roster. That's going to be coming up soon. What you guys see on this video is just an example. So these students are not actually students' names. These are fake names. But it does show you how you can be requesting a student for U-Time. Row 2 will show you the U-Time roster teacher, the student's name, and then once we get into columns C, D, E, and F, you'll be able to see the requesting teacher, the reason or notes, as well as a start date and an end date. So if you're on 6th grade red team and you are wanting to draft somebody off of Miss Nick Teen's roster, you will see all of her students preloaded in there. What you would do is to fill out these columns, C, D, E, and F, if you're wanting to request a student from that U-Time roster. So make sure that you put in your name, the reason you're drafting them, as well as when they start with you and when they will end with you. And this is going to be spec'd out for 6th grade red, 6th grade blue, and 6th grade Team U on this spreadsheet. So you'll be able to navigate to the folder that specifically relates to your team, and that is where you can be drafting them. Once we get to the end of a 2-week term, you guys will be able to copy and paste some new columns to keep it fresh and to keep it updated and current. So what you would do with that is to make sure that you have inserted some new columns there, and so you can go up to the top and you can insert 4 columns to the left. You can copy and paste that tab or those 4 columns into these areas, and then you can be starting over. And that's just a way for your team to stay organized on who is getting which students and at what time. So, again, as you guys get started on your U-Time planning, these U-Time request documents or these spreadsheets are going to be a way for you guys to be drafting students to your roster, to be working specifically with them for extension and for intervention if and when that is necessary and appropriate. So, Again, the UTime folder is going to be the place where a lot of this information is housed. So be referencing the resource folder that specifically relates to the grade level that you're working with or the teams that you are related to. If you have questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to Joe, Katie, myself, and we can be answering a lot of those questions as it relates to UTime. But also feel free to reach out to Jennifer and Cheryl as your grade level administrators as well. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.